Well, I'm delighted to have the opportunity to share a very, very easy recipe that features some of nature's best, healthiest, most nutritious foods. And it's so easy, so simple that I know that anybody can make this at home. And Anita, I know lentils are a particular favorite of yours.
They are.
I think you're gonna love this little lentil vegetable salad that we're gonna make here today. It's very simple, and there are just a few key ingredients that I want to point out. One is, of course, extra virgin olive oil. We know that these highly monounsaturated, healthy fats are some of the best fats for you. They're very anti-aging. Right. And we want a lot of these fats in our diet. So whenever we make a dressing, we try to feature extra virgin olive oil if the flavor lends itself to it. And in this particular case, we're going to just pour a little bit of this extra virgin olive oil into a bowl.
Now, is that about 2 tablespoons for 1 serving?
More or less. It's going to be a little bit less than that for 1 serving, but I think for the volume that we're preparing today, it's about right, which is going to be about 2 servings of this salad, depending on whether you're having it as a snack, which would work, or an entree, which, you know, would make life a lot easier, right?
Well, I don't like cooking, so this is right up my alley.
There you go. Okay, well, watch how easy this is. A little bit of vinegar to balance out the olive oil. Now, traditionally, and this is a fig-infused vinegar. It's just one of those kind of unique flavors. It adds a little bit of sweetness naturally. Of course, no sugar. It's a vinegar. But it'll balance out the olive oil and also a little bit of Dijon mustard, which just adds a kick to the dressing. So whisking all those 3 things together very quickly.
I like a little kick in my meals.
Yeah, well, you're Latin, right?
Yes, we like it spicy.
You like it spicy.
I like my food like I like my men.
Okay, well, this is gonna work in your world then. And then some of our salt and sugar-free seasoning. This is our lemon garden blend, which we think goes really nicely with this dish as well. So once you have your dressing done, and that's all it is. It's just those 4 ingredients: some seasoning, oil, vinegar, and mustard. We're gonna make the salad. And basically, these are cooked brown lentils. Okay. They're the easiest ones to cook, you know. Yes. 20 minutes and they're done.
Yeah,
right?
But it literally takes like 30 seconds to prepare. You stick it in a pan and you put the water and it's easy. And speaking of the spice, is that the NutriFit blend?
It is.
Okay, because your spices, I'm telling you, I've been ordering them off the site. They're so good.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed them. I think they're great too, but you know, I would because I thought some carrots, and we know carrots very high in vitamin C. You talked a lot about vitamin C, how important it is for anti-aging.
Yes, it is.
And muscle repair too, right?
Yes.
That's really important. Some celery for crunch, and also to add volume and fiber to the recipe. We like to put in just vegetables that have good texture and good color.
Love it.
So we have some brown, some orange, some green, and some purple onions.
And the other thing with celery is it's actually a natural diuretic. So when we're having that time, women,
the bloated.
when there's a little bit of extra water, the celery is good.
It is. It's good. It just helps squeeze a little moisture out. And then with those onions, I always like to make sure there's plenty of parsley because that helps to clean the breath. It helps to digest. And of course, parsley is very high in vitamin C, right? So some people think it's just for decoration, but you and I know. Yeah, it's good.
It's good stuff.
It's good stuff. So once you have your salad ingredients, we just pour the dressing over it.
Okay.
And then we can toss it together. And the other thing I like about this salad is that you can make it ahead of time. Yeah. And I know you have 3 kids, right?
Yes.
That must put a tremendous
prepare food
pressure on your time, right?
Yes.
Now, do they are they lunchbox age? Do they take school lunches? What do you do with that?
We have always done lunches. Ironically, because my son had his pancreas removed at birth, he is diabetic.
Oh my goodness.
And so our meals are really scaled to fit lower carbohydrates, lower glycemic carbs, higher fiber, higher protein, and also he's lactose intolerant, and so is my middle daughter. And so we stay away from very much dairy. If we do any dairy, it's generally goat's milk or goat's cheese. And then we just do as much vegetables as possible. And my son loves vegetables, and he loves
down
lentils.
your alley.
Yes, it is. It is.
Well, I don't know if you've ever seen these before, but I found these amazing leaves. These are actually Brussels sprouts leaves.
What?
I know.
Gosh.
Isn't that outrageous? They're just gorgeous, and they're actually a new vegetable product that my guy found for me. And
for NutriFit.
They're called Brussels sprouts leaves, and I just think they're gorgeous and make such a very pretty thing. And you know, the other thing I discovered about them is that they're sweet, as opposed to the Brussels sprout, which is kind of an astringent taste. You know, it's not for everybody. Some people are can be pretty polarizing. But these are more in the cabbage family.
Okay.
Well, Brussels sprouts are in the cabbage family too. But these are milder, sweeter, and I just love the awesome color.
So it kind of like with the bell peppers. The green ones have a little kick, but the red and yellow and orange are really sweet. So this would be kind of along the same.
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. But there you go. It's just that simple. And
that's easy.
Of course, you know, that's a large single portion, or maybe enough for 2 small lunches. Okay. And you want to give it a quick taste?
Yeah. I was wondering if I was going to get to do that. I don't want to chew on camera. I don't want to make anybody have camera envy here, but...
What do you think?
I can't talk. I want to go eat.
Great. Well, thank you so much for joining me and for sharing the recipe. And, you know, I know that my audience would love to know how to find out more about you, how to, you know, stay current with what's new in Nita's world. Tell us how to find you.
Well, speaking of Nita's world, that's my website. It's www.nitasworld.com, minus the parsley that's in my mouth. That's my website. You can find out more about nutrition and my recommendations regarding that on my blog. I do actually endorse NutriFit. I love their products. I love their foods. The spices, if you like really tasty food, which I do, but you don't like cooking, those spices will give anything life and just, wonderfully savory flavor.
Thank you. And what's next for you, Nita? What's on the horizon?
Well, I have a few things. I'm still at this point just waiting to launch my next 2 books, which are catered to women specifically.
Fabulous.
And one of them is for novice workout enthusiasts and maybe stay-at-home moms or new moms. And the second book is for intermediate fitness enthusiasts who are really avid with the gym, but maybe need some new steps to really step it up.
Fantastic.
So I've got that coming out soon, and then on top of that, I'm going to be competing in fitness again this year after 3 years.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Yeah,
well,
I haven't
been
on stage in a while, so I'm excited.
Well, thank you so much for joining me. Good luck on everything. We'll stay connected, and I, appreciate your being here today.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
For more Food Exposed, check me out on emPOWERme.tv. And until next week, remember, make food your best friend and exercise your companion for life.